Okay, here we are, next episode. This is episode 15. We're going to see what's going on. I haven't actually looked up how many episodes this season is going to be, whether it's going to be. The original show was basically 24 episodes. The 25th was an OVA that really a lot of people who are hardcore fans of the series ignore because it's not internally consistent with the rules of time travel in the show. Then they had a movie as well, which a lot of people also ignore for the same reason. But so I don't know if this is going to be 24, 25, or like the customary 26 episodes. But so we're past the halfway point, whichever which way you slice it. So we're going to see what happens now. Okay, a little bit of a recap. Suzuha. Does she sleep in the time machine? She lives in there. Wow.
I was getting kind of worried.
Now, okay, so now I gotta wonder, is she actually worried about Dara because she likes him? Or is there some ulterior motive? Because they keep wishy-washing on whether she was the person in the motorcycle outfit the first time. But if she wasn't, there's some stuff that really doesn't make sense, so I gotta just forget about that for now.
Know that everything's alright. Higher existence might be at stake here?
Come on, I'm talking to you right now, so doesn't that tell us that you will be born at the same time in the future?
It's not like Back to the Future.
Wait, is that Miss Amane in the future? Oh, lovely Suzuha is lovely.
You're missing the point, Dad. Look closer.
Don't latch at your own daughter.
So faded.
It's been doing that for a while now.
That's just like Back to the Future.
It is like Back to the Future. What? She's like, dude.
Confidence, Dad. And because you don't believe in yourself, you're avoiding making the first move. You're just sitting on your ass hoping that Mom will do it for you. Is that right?
Okay, but wait. If Suzuha had never come back in time, how would he have got together with her if it's going to take her prodding him to do it? That doesn't make sense. Maybe, I guess it made sense in Back to the Future, but the reason Marty was disappearing in Back to the Future was because him being there was messing with his own existence. So really, if Suzuha's existence is in trouble, it's actually Suzuha's fault, if anything. Because she told him who her mom is. He's more nervous now.
You're not wrong.
The future doesn't wait for those who refuse to take action. That's something you said.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, I really said all that? But that's not what...
Listen to me! If you and Mom aren't moving forward, I might be in real jeopardy. Do you understand? This is serious!
She's literally disappearing out of her photo.
Huh? Ruka Moaka, I wasn't expected photo worked then.
Oh,
Brother,
she made it up!
Yes.
Oh no!
operation commences immediately. Operation objective.
It doesn't work like Back to the Future.
Suzuha.
It's nothing remarkable, but it's complete. Rintaro. Modesty isn't always a good policy in the real world, you know.
Huh. So, Suzuha called her all the way to Japan to help with the time machine, and now she's going to get her to get dating advice for Daru. It's a little upsetting. Lyskainen is given the real talk here, though. Like, in the business and professional world, too much modesty is bad. If you never toot your own horn, then you might not get promoted, you might not get picked, all that jazz.
Particularly if you're hoping to compete in America. Apologies. I mean,
Hashira Daru. Whether you realize it or not, you are a ladies' man. Not even Don Giovanni could compete with your raw charisma and sensual energy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't start that music. That music only plays when something really bad is going to happen or someone has realized something awful. Don't troll me with that.
I'm a sensual ladies' man.
Now, open your eyes.
Dreaded.
Really blew it.
No, Dad. Get a hold of yourself.
Then the sad believe me music.
You know?
You're totally wrong.
Don't use this music for comical purposes. Let's see where this goes.
Noob, no matter how you slice it, she hates me. Will you?
Oh no, look how late it is. I should really get going now.
I had a lot of fun with you today. Thanks again for everything.
It's running.
I knew it was all pointless. A girl like her would never want to be with a guy like me, not in the real world anyway.
But it
I acted
happens.
all cocky and misread her signals like an idiot to think I had the nerve to hold her hand. I mean, just look at me. I'm gross and sweaty and stupid. My hands are all sticky and nasty. I bet the whole time we were together, she was thinking,
This is
"You're
as sad as the
disgusting.
music
Let go of my
says.
hand and don't ever touch me
No,
again, you piece of
Daru.
pervert."
Stop it, Dad. You know Mom's not like that.
He was always like the comic relief sidekick in the first season, but then you think about he's gone through almost everything that Okabe's gone through. Plus, he's got his daughter here. He knows who he hooks up with in the future. He knows he built a time machine. Like it's a lot, and he took it all in stride. And the only time we've really seen him show like a big amount of emotion before was in the timeline that Okabe accidentally went to this season, where he was upset that he had the nerve to talk about Mayuri when he was the one who let her die, basically.
This was all a lame pipe dream from the beginning. I mean, think about it. Why would a beautiful girl like her ever willingly decide to marry a worthless piece of crap like me? That just doesn't happen, not outside of dating sims. Miss Amani will end up with somebody else.
Please don't say stuff like that to me, Dad.
But you said it yourself, it's already starting to happen.
Look, Dad, it's fine.
I'm sorry, but I just need some time alone, okay?
Pushed him too hard into it.
Oh, Suza.
Mom, wait!
Oh no,
Suza! Watch out!
she's a child soldier. Oh, military drone. Oh. We knew she died, but I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Sure.
And the truth is, I just wanted to experience it. To see my mom and dad, who created and gave birth to me, to watch them spending time together. I thought if I could, then everything would be okay. I'd be heading down the right path. I felt like it would be the proof that I needed. I'm sorry. But the story about her flirting with another guy and me fading from the picture, it was all just a lie. I made everything up.
Well, I kind of figured that was the case. I knew the whole time.
You did?
But it doesn't matter whether you lied or if the whole thing was true. Honestly, I just wanted someone to give me an extra shove in that direction. I've been acting totally selfish. I'm the one who needs to apologize.
No, Dad.
He and Mayuri are so good, such good people, even though he's a total creep.
I'm sorry about today. Sure, so, listen. Would you be willing to meet up with me again sometime tomorrow? Yeah, of course. Sounds great.
He did it. Oh, Dad. You're really incredible.
I never thought I'd get this emotional over Daru, of all people.
How the heck am I supposed to do this on my own?
You're more fun this way.
Is the clumsiness an act? That's the key to this situation.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this. When did they spill the beans about this situation? Because it's going to be a shock to her system later when they have a daughter. Name that daughter Suzuha, and the daughter ends up looking like this Suzuha. So sometime between now and then, they must tell her, like, oh, she's not my sister. She's actually our daughter from the future. Like, probably whenever they let their new expanded group of friends know about time travel, like all of Mayuri's cosplay friends that have been brought in this season, eventually they got to spill the beans to all of them because it's going to start affecting them more. Ignoring Mayuri again. Telly. Telly's Coffee. If anybody listens to Welcome to Night Vale, that's the infamous barber who, near the beginning of the series, cut Carlos's hair and then got called out by Cecil and basically went crazy and wandered out in the desert. Telly.
Yeah. Suzuha.
Don't let her see that picture.
I got to be your mom. Thank you, sweetheart. What? This is so weird. I'm crying, but why? It's okay. You don't have to say anything.
I can't handle that with Suzuha. Here's the thing with Suzuha for me, is her story in the first season, where she went back to the 1970s and forgot her mission. That letter that she sent was the most soul-crushing thing I've seen in an anime. It was worse than any of the moments in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood that everybody always cites as, like, you know, the super grim dark moments. It was so bad when she says, I'm sorry all those times, and then the end of the letter when she says, my life was a waste. It gets me every time I see it. So now anytime we have Suzuha actually breaking down in the season, it's like I go back to that letter and I'm like, oh, she's always been trying so hard and holding it all in because she's the only one who can maybe try to fix things. Man, it's so rough. And this group of friends just helping each other, even though they don't understand.
No, it's fine. Yuki and I will have tons of opportunities to take pics together. Okay, smile, girls.
You sure you don't want to come? Yeah, if I stick around any longer bugging you two, I'll really start to feel like a third wheel.
Well, shall we?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mom.
Her eyes are so creepy. That blank brain look. Oh, there we go. Another one down. Okay, that was a pretty good one. I don't have any notes again, but looks like things are coming together. I feel like those episodes were setting up the second half of the series now. Some stuff is going to start to go down again. We've been given a little bit of a lull in bad things happening. That's good. It's still been emotional, but I feel like it's going to get even more so shortly. So, waiting for next week.